So we just got the ultimate firewood implement for the tractor. This thing is going to help me get a ton more wood and utilize the wood I have on my land and surrounding areas. And I won't have to make any more trails in my woods like I thought I was going to do. And it is a new forestry winch. We went with this Farmi brand because that was the original, and I've heard a couple people talk about them, and that it was absolutely bulletproof. So, and that's what I want because I'm going to be using this thing for a long time. So the guy just left. I bought it from Three Rivers Forestry in Mindoro, I believe it's called, Wisconsin. And he actually brought it up and dropped it off at our land. So he drove 2.5 hours to get here, dropped it off, helped me set it up. We winched some logs already, as you can see. Showed me how to use it, showed me some tricks. I mean, who does that anymore? That was awesome. He just left, and we got a couple logs out with it already. And now I got to hook up the snowblower and snowblow my logging trails, now I can call them, and snowblow those out. And then I can go through and pick some wood out. So that's what we're going to do this weekend. So this comes with a cage to protect the operator if you're on the tractor using it. Otherwise, I can flip the seat up and turn the PTO and then use it standing to the side. The white rope is to activate the winch, and the blue rope is once you deactivate the winch, you pull on the blue rope and it catches one of the sprockets, and then it'll hold these logs. It's like a brake. It'll hold these logs up, and then you can lift the 3-point up and then drive away and skid the logs, and the butts are against that platform. The other thing you can do with that blade is push the logs off to the side of the trail or wherever you're dropping them. It'll assist in doing that, and you can kind of lift them up. It's got a little bend in it, so you can kind of lift them up and start piling them up if you don't have a forks or a log grapple. So I got a few choker chains, and then they're pointed on the one end, so you can assist in sliding it under the log. And they hook. You can hook the logs when they're chokered on these little notches. They accept the chain. It comes with little storage compartments for the chokers. It's got these keyhole sliders, so the chain drops in here and locks in, and the very last part actually has a hook. So you can hook, it comes with, what do we got, 3? So you can actually winch 4 logs at a time. And this is the second largest of the winches that Farmi has. They have a smaller one and then this one. And I think this one goes up to like 50 horsepower tractor down to 15. Don't quote me on that though. But it will, I can use it on my Ford 8N, but it'll be better using it on this tractor because you want a heavy tractor because that you're kind of limited by the weight of the tractor, because the winch will pull 6,600 pounds, but if your tractor's light, you know, you'll actually pull toward the log instead of the log pulling toward you, you know what I mean? But that's what the blade does too. You drop the blade down, and then because it's pulling up high, it'll actually pull that blade down into the ground, kind of anchoring you. These are just the things I learned on YouTube, but I'm going to go out here and try it out and see what kind of wood we can get out. But it hooks up pretty easy. It's also got little feet that drop down, so it'll stand by itself once you disconnect it from the tractor. And it does have a lower pulley for, like, if you hook it on a lighter tractor, then you'll get a better center of gravity for for pulling. First, we got to clear out our trails before we can use this thing. There, I put a curve on this so you can slide it underneath the log and help facilitate going under, because you're going under a round log, obviously. I don't want to put too much of a curve on it because I think it would hinder you if you were going under a large log. So I'm going to do that to all 3 of the chokers that I got, and just pound on them in line with this eye, so it's not, you know, corkscrewed. So now you take the choker, slide this under the log. Then you're able to grab it. Another tip is to weld a nut on the tip of this so that when you go to grab it with gloves on, your gloves can grab a hold of something. So I'll probably have to do that to a couple of these. Then you just slide this through the choke of the log. I'm placing the hole away from the winch so it's less liable to come off. And then I'm going to place this on the back side. And I hook this because then it'll roll the log before it starts pulling it to get it away from the stump. And this tree was rotted out is the reason I cut it on the back side of here.
Giant worm under the snow. So when the guy was showing me how to pull logs, I had this bunch of logs in mind to do the first pull. Well, they're ash logs that these loggers left when they logged my land. They forgot the pile. But they're hard to get to from the tractor, or with the tractor, they're hard to get to. They're about 40 yards off my driveway. And anyway, I want to grab these logs. So we try to pull them this way, but they're frozen in. So I had an idea. I do not have a self-releasing snatch block, but I do have a snatch block. So my idea, instead of pulling these straight towards the tractor, I'm going to pull it sideways, and hopefully that'll bust it loose, because it rained right before it got cold, so they're frozen in. And I'm hoping by pulling it sideways, the winch will have enough force to pop it loose, because it didn't have enough force to pull it straight toward us. So we're gonna see what happens. So as you can see, I got the snatch block here. The tractor is pointed toward the snatch block, and then the snatch block goes to the log, and hopefully we'll pull it sideways. All right, that worked good. That was easy. We just had to pop them sideways, and then I think these will come. I think I could do multiple ones at the same time too. We'll try that. Problem is I don't have a self-releasing snatch block, so then I got to come over here and take it off. Just
just release that by myself, and then the log, I can pull the rest of the way.
So by jerking that one loose, I think it freed the other one, so I'll be able to reposition my tractor and then forego the snatch block and just pull straight to my road. So I think what we're gonna do is try to grab all, or at least 4 of these logs.
There's actually 5. There's probably more under the snow, but I'm gonna grab these 4
and see if the tractor can pull it. It's fun working in 1.5 foot of snow. I think I'm only gonna attempt 2. That's the only 2 that look like they're unfrozen. So instead of screwing around and not having it pull, I just wanted to pull these 2 for sure. I did. So I chokered them both. Now the end of the cable has a hook. So I can grab that one, and then I have 3 keyhole sliders. So what those do is you take choker, slide this through, and then slide the chain in the notch. And I got both of those choked, and I can twitch them out. So there we go. We got 2 logs, 3, 4 short logs from when the loggers left, and then I got this long maple I cut into 4ths, and so now all I have to do is figure out where I'm going to put all these. I'm going to pile them up somewhere where they're out of the way, and otherwise this thing's awesome. Pulled it really well. So to get the PTO engaged while you're not on the tractor, you just flip the seat up and then turn it on, and it'll work without you sitting in the operator's platform. But yeah, this did pretty well. I can't wait to. Everything's so covered with snow. It's 1.5 foot of snow. I can't see any downed trees really. So I'm trying to go through my woods and pick out the dead trees that I want to cut and grapple those out. But first I had to snow blow my trails out, so it's a long process, but as long as I keep up with it through the winter time, I'll be able to get in to my woods and twitch these logs out. So all right, till next time. And if you enjoy these videos, click like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
There's Rudy. Our little Rudy. You sit? Rudy, sit. Sit. No, I have nothing for you. Sit. Sit. Did you go boy? Are you super cute? You're super cute. Okay, let's go take a shower. Come on.